Hey everyone, so for today's educational video I wanted to go over how to use a blood glucometer. My mentor and coach Jason Theobald with ScoobyPrep.com, co-owner of New Ethics Formulations, is the one who showed me how to use this. I use this with all my clients because it kind of lets them understand what's going on in their body in response to food, inflammation, how they're recovering, managing stress, etc. What I use is the Freestyle Precision Neo blood sugar device. I think it was like maybe 50-60 bucks on Amazon. You get your own strips, like 50 of them's like 25 bucks. What I do is I do my fasted blood glucose 3 times a week. So I'll wake up first thing in the morning when my coffee's brewing, I'm taking my fasted blood glucose to get a number. The other time I take is 3 other times during the week, is 2 hours post-workout meal. I'll explain why I'm doing it then. I want to show you how to do this. You're just gonna get your glucometer out, put a needle tip in here, it'll show you how to do it. It comes with instructions, you load it back, you're gonna hit your finger, and then what you want to do is rub it out like that. You don't want to like squeeze it. You want to rub it out. We're going to put this in there. I ate like an hour ago. Ate a bunch of carbs since it's post-leg day. Jason was really nice and upped my carbs for me. So we're about to see how much all those carbs really treated me well or not. You see 135, so an hour, I'm still a little up. But I did have 100 grams of carbs. So I would probably keep an eye on that, maybe check it again before I eat. And depending upon what that number was is what I would eat. So if it was 120 or above still, I'm having a little bit of insulin resistance potentially. So that lets me know I'm gonna want a protein and a fat meal. There are 3 things that could cause your blood sugar to be elevated first thing in the morning. One is cortisol, which is a stress hormone. If you're really stressed, you'll find that. I found that gut health is one. Simply putting someone on berberine has kind of helped that, and berberine also will help with your blood glucose management, very similar to the type 2 diabetic drug metformin. The third one is the dawn phenomenon. So it's this thing where some people, the cortisol's up and it's just your blood sugar's up, but it doesn't mean you're insulin resistant. I did get asked a question because I put it up on my Instagram, which if you guys want to follow me, I'm Jeff Unbreakable Black on there, doing this video. If anyone had any questions to ask me. One question was, could you still have a fasted blood glucose level that was determined normal? And normal is 100 or less. Over 100, you're going pre-diabetic. If you're 120, you're type 2 diabetes and so forth. If you're like right around 100, you might want to be thinking about how you're utilizing your carbs. But I got asked the question, could you have a normal fasted blood glucose level and still be insulin resistant? And yes, that is possible. How you would determine that though is through blood work and through a test. So you have to have, which is your A1RCB blood work done, which is kind of measuring how much insulin's out there. And then glucose, your BG, your fasted BG. So letting you know how much glucose is in your bloodstream. You have to trigger on both of those to get a 2-hour blood glucose test in which they're measuring how your body responds to the dropping of carbs. It is determined that if your levels are still high and have not returned to your baseline over the course of 5 hours, that you still could have, that you're insulin resistant. At which point you would want to toggle your carbs, bring your carbs down, up your fat, or you could do a carb fast. So what I would do with some of my clients perhaps is put the carbs pre-workout, post-workout, or if they train fasted, I would put it post-post. And then they're just kind of fasting throughout the day. To manage mine, because my family has type 2 diabetes, I tend to do my carbs pre-workout. I tend to go post, and unless I'm trying to gain size, I normally eat from 8 a.m. till 7 o'clock at night. So I'm looking at roughly significant 16 hours or so without carbs. That seems to help manage my blood sugar, allow me to get what I need results-wise with what I'm trying to do and whatever I'm pursuing. I hope this helps. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at Jeff Unbreakable Black on Instagram. You guys can message the channels that you guys see this on, whatever I can do to help you guys. I hope this was helpful. At the very least, it gives you some insight into how to manage inflammation in your body. It gives you insight into how to manage your food and ultimately set yourself up for not just long-term success in how you look in the mirror, but also how you feel. Something I will actually use with my clients is a glucose disposal agent, herbs and so forth that help bring your blood sugar down and manage it. One product I'm a real big fan of is New Ethics Formulations, GDA Max. My coach actually formulated it. It works very well as far as managing blood glucose. A little trick you could kind of do for a hack is take 2 of these before you go to bed. It'll help lower your blood sugar, so that way when you get up first thing in the morning, if you do fasted cardio, you'll be more inclined to burn body fat because your blood sugar levels should be lower, which means you're not necessarily doing a form of fed cardio. There's other great glucose disposal agents out there. I know Insulin Max is a really good one. I've seen them all. Some coaches are big into them, some aren't. I tend to work with more average Joes and average Jans, and these are very, very helpful because for average Joes and average Jans, I'm just trying to keep their blood sugar about 85 to 95 on a management level, and these are very effective for it, both from a monetary standpoint and for the results that they bring.